For generations, Miami has been a haven for those fleeing communist tyranny in South Africa. I mean, if you take a look at what's going on in parts of South Africa, look at South Africa, what's going on. Look at South America, what's going on. You know, I'm not going to, we have a G20 meeting in South Africa. South Africa shouldn't even be in the Gs anymore because what's happened there is bad. I'm not going. I told them I'm not going. I'm not going to represent our country there. It shouldn't be there.
Shut up, you, and listen. I want you to shut up.
Wait, what? Bro, I was under the impression that the G20's core mandate is international cooperation, financial stability, trade, the development of global governments. So basically a type of forum. You know what I mean? Not a rich boys club. Or so it seems. I mean, Trump isn't dumb, right? Why would he say something like this? I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe there's something we're overlooking, bro. Trump believes that South Africa's domestic situation, you know, the land reform, treatment of certain race groups, governance issues, disqualifies it from the grouping of major economies. I mean, but South Africa has since brushed off these remarks, with officials labeling Trump's claims as misinformed and inflammatory. I mean, check this out, bro. South Africa is the only African country until the AU's full membership that has a permanent seat in the G20 type. Its inclusion is justified by several factors. I mean, it's a major economy for the African continent, has substantial influence regionally, etc., etc. And its participation in the G20's presidency shouldn't be overlooked, you know what I mean? But what role does it play? Being in the G20 gives South Africa access to the highest level of global economic dialogue. It can influence agenda setting, global governance reform, etc.
Cap.
The G20 basically boosts South Africa's visibility internationally. That can open doors for investment, trade linkages, or so they say, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, it also means that South Africa has met certain criterias, right? So, like, to say that South Africa is in part, bro, I don't understand what's happening. I don't understand what's going on. Like, this man is just talking a whole lot of things I don't want to get into, you know. But most of y'all, like me, are probably asking yourself if a country can be removed, if a member can be removed from a G20, or probably asking yourself what would happen if South Africa were to be removed. Well, the answer is, bro, it's extremely likely for a country, based on facts and and the rules, the current rules, you know what I'm saying? It's extremely unlikely that a country or member would be removed. But then the country would rather be marginalized, or its voice diminished, or its role reduced. So basically what is happening in Africa right now. Don't ask me too much. If it were to happen though, South Africa will suffer a major loss of diplomatic and economic table presence. South Africa's capacity to punch above its weight in global forums will be weakened. Stuff like trade and climate, etc. You know how these things go. Symbolic damage since South Africa, you know what I'm talking, it's seen as a bridge between the global South Africa and global economic system, you know what I'm saying? Africa's voice may be further diminished in a forum that covers global economic governance. But I mean, we're there though, so I mean, we must deserve to be there. We must have met some criteria. We must be continuing to meet some criteria or cooperating in some way, right? So to say that we don't even deserve, or we're not supposed to be part of the Gs, you know, I just saw the clip, not part of the Gs, you know. I don't get it. I'm just like, yo, what I'm literally seeing here is a man who's running a superpower in the world, who is utilizing part of a bigger problem or something that seems as a problem as a way to sort of literally sabotage South Africa. That's the way I see it. I may be wrong. I'm always wrong. We're learning here. Fuck it, no, bro. They've done this before. I would imagine they've been doing it. If we go back to, I was about to say colonialism, but anyways, bro. Also, I'm not too sure if he was literally referring to us, because it's almost as if he doesn't know the difference between South Africa and South America. But anyways, we're not here to. we don't want smoke. We just want beef. It's crazy, bro.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
What the fuck was that? I'm sorry, man. I wasn't thinking about it.